Let's learn how to make this A-line gown together. Here is the neckline. I used 3 inches for the neckline, while the shoulder is 16 divided by 2 will give us 8. Then you come down by 1 inches for your shoulder slope or shoulder slant. Then you connect it to the neckline. Then you divide your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 to get your armhole line, so that it will not be too big. Then you divide your bust divided by 2. You added your 2 sewing inches allowance to it. Then from your shoulder you measure your waist, your half length. Then you connect it. You can see what I am doing. Follow me. Then you divide your waist again, divided by 4. Then you add your 2 sewing inches allowance. Then from the waistline you come down by 9. When you come down by 9, you measure your hip. Then you divide it by 2 inches. Then from your waistline come down by 18 or 19 to get your new length. So from your new length, just take your 2 inches that you take from the hip, just take it away. Just use the hip measurements. Use your hip measurement divided by 4. Then whatever you get is your measurement you are going to use for your nail line. Then you connect together. The pencil is not showing, that was why I was using by chalk. You can see, so that you'll be able to see it very well. So you have already connected everything. Then you are good to cut now. Just follow my step. Just follow my step. What I am doing, just follow it. Just follow every step. So you cut it. You can see it. You can see what I'm doing. Then let's go back to the neck. I use 3 for the neck. You connect it. Then from your neckline, just come down by 9 inches. Just come down by 9 inches. From your 9 inches, then you started marking 1.5 straight down. 1.5 straight down. 1.5 straight down till you get to the last edge. Then you cut. See what I'm going to do here. You mark 1.5 inches down to get the back. You see the way I did it. Then the front, you cut. You start cutting. You cut it to the straight down. You cut it to the straight down. Just watch what I am doing. It's very simple. Very simple. You see what I am doing here? Very, very simple. Just continue. Continue like that. Continue like that. You see what I am doing? Continue like that. Continue cutting. Be careful so that you will not cut the back with the front together. So the next thing is you open the zipper side. Just open the zipper side. Open the zipper side. You see? Just open the zipper side. Sorry for that. So you know the design that is always at the down part of lace. You cut it. You measure 2.5 because that's what we are going to use to join the front part to give us that band that is always in the front side. So I'm joining the back and front now. You can see what I am doing. I'm joining the back and front now. Joining the back and front. So just carefully join it. Don't be in an haste. You see what I am doing now. Just join carefully. Join carefully. You see what I am doing. Just join it carefully. Join carefully. Then join the second one. So I'm going to join the second one. I'm joining the second one now. Just join the second one. So now I am already putting the lace, the down part that I said I cut with 2.5. Just cut 2.5. You know we remove 1.5, and if you're going to open it, it will give us 3. So yeah, I added 1 inches to it to make it 2.5. So this is what I cut. That design that is always at the downside. of lace. They call it etiaje. So this is what I am doing now. Just sew it to the edge. Do the two sides together like that. Then this is the zip side. This is the zip side. Just watch how I'm going to fix the zip. You know that zip is always 25 inches. So just hold your zip like this. Hold your zip. When you hold your zip, just measure 2 inches up. You see the way I hold the zip? Just take 2 inches out of the zip. You see? 2 inches out of the zip. Then you are now going to sew it down. You are going to sew it down. You are going to sew it down. Just sew it down. Just sew it down. So you see the sewing part. Just sew it down. Just sew it down. Don't be in an haste. Just watch the video to the end. You will love it. You see? Watch the video to the end. You are going to love it. You are going to love it. You see? Just watch the video to the end. Watch the video to the end. Just watch the video to the end. Watch the video to the end. So you see what I'm doing now? I sew it down. The 2 inches that I measure, that's what I'm using to sew everything down. Always knit your thread. That is very important. Always knit your thread. So watch the way I'm going to fix the zip now. Watch the way I'm going to fix the zip. Watch the way I'm going to fix the zip. You see the way I'm fixing the zip? I'm fixing the zip from the collar side of the neck. I'm doing the zip, sewing the zip from the collar side of the neck. So you continue doing that. Just continue like that. Just continue. Just continue. Don't be too rush. Continue sewing. Continue sewing. But if you are a beginner that don't really know how to fix zip, this is an opportunity for you. But make sure you pin it down. Make sure you pin it down. It's because I already know how to fix zip very well. That is why you see me not pinning this side. But I'm still going to pin the second side. Because there's no, if I don't pin the second side, I won't get the accurate of it. So you continue sewing. You see? Just continue sewing. Continue sewing. So you see the second side now. The second side, I'm going to pin everything. You are using your 2 inches sewing allowance at the zip side. Your 2 inches sewing allowance for the zip side. That is what you are using to sew now. Don't forget that. So you see me pinning and pin. I work with pin a lot. I work with pin a lot. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. You see what I am doing? You see the way I'm sewing it? Just sew carefully. Don't sew. Just sew very close to the zip side. Don't sew on top of the zip. Very close to the zip side. very close to the zip side. Very close to the zip side. So you see, so I'm pressing the front now. You can see the front, the design that is always at the edge of lace is what I cut to make my front. Now we want to close it. We want it to give us a hole. So I take measurement. I measure from the shoulder. I measure 8 inches. Then I lap it together with it. I lap it together. You can see I lap it together. So when I lap it together, I started pinning it. You see, I started pinning. I pin and pin. You know, I said I work with pin. You can see the O is already showing. It's giving us the shape of the O. This is how to do yours. So do it till you get to the down part. This is how to do your pinning. You see the way I'm doing it. I'm pinning it. So I'm pinning it. So you see what is giving. You see what is giving. So you see what is giving now. This is what is giving. You see the front side that is giving us the O. So you start sewing that place that you pin. You start sewing it carefully. You sew every part that you pin, because you are not going to leave the pin like that. So every part that you pin, you sew it. You sew every part that you pin till you get to the last pin. See the way I'm pinning it. So you continue sewing. You continue sewing. Just continue sewing like that. Continue sewing. Continue sewing. So this is the sleeve parts. If you want to know how to cut the sleeve, this is how to do it. So your sleeve, the armhole is 18 inches. So your 18 inches, you divide it into 2. It will give you 9. So that 9, you are going to fold it into 4. Then the length is 18. Don't worry about that, because we are still going to add the design that will cut at the edge of the lace. We are still going to add it to it. Then from you come down by 4 inches. From the edge you come down, then you draw a line like 2, as if you want to write a 2. Then you try to cross check your measurements for the armhole. It must be more than 18. So from the 4 you come down by 3 inches to get your round sleeve measurements. So the round sleeve measurement is 13. 13 divided by 2 will give us 6.5. Then you add your 1.5 to it. Then you connect it to the armhole line. Then for the 3/4 sleeve, because it's a 3/4 sleeve, so from the sleeve you divide it by 2 again. Whatever you get, you add your 1.5 sewing allowance. Then you cut. So see what I'm going to do here now. See what I'm going to do here. You can see I want to add that lace design. I want to add it to the tip of the sleeve. I want to add it to the tip of the sleeve. I want to add it to the tip of the sleeve. To the tip of the sleeve. So just measure 2.5 inches. Measure 2.5 inches. Though the length is 18, but it does not matter. so that because you are still going to join it in the shoulder, and you are still going to join this one at the tip of the sleeve also. So you see what I will do now. So you are going to sew it. You see, this is what is going to give you. You are going to sew it. It's because the cloth was not enough. That was why I'm doing this. If the cloth is enough, I will have cut it straight without joining. So you see, I'm sewing it already. Don't forget to follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sexy Daily Fashion. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you as you do so. So you see, so you do the same thing to the front and the back of the dress. You do the same thing to the front of the back and the front of the dress, so that you will not fold it. What you should just do is this. A lace that is 45 inches, this is what you are going to do to it. You join it at the downside of the design of the lace. You see the way I'm joining it. So this is what you are going to do for both the front and the back. Then you start taking your measurements. Take your measurements, divide it by 2. Divide your measurement by 2, then add 1 inches to it. Add 1 because we don't want it to be too tight. This is not a fitted dress like that. So you do the same thing to the waist. The waist is 30. 30 divided by 2 will give us 15. Then you add 1 inch. You can see that I use 16. Then you connect it to the bust. You connect it to the bust. Then don't forget that we usually come down by 9 inches. 9 inches. When you come down by 9 inches, that's where you are going to take your hip measurement. Do the same thing to the hip measurement. The hip is 36. Then I added 1 inches to it. So it gives us 38. You add 1 inches to this side, you add another 1 inches to that side. So it will give us 38. So what you are going to do in the new line, when we were cutting this cloth, I said the new line, just use your hip measurement. Your hip measurement is what you are going to use for the new line. The hip measurement is 36. So I divided it by 2 to give us 18. So just use the 18 and curve it down. But in a situation whereby the client wants to be fitted, you are going to remove 1.5 inches or 2 inches from the new line. But in this case, we don't want it to be too fitted in the new line, so that the client will be able to work very well. Just use your hip measurements. So I've already joined it. I'm measuring the armhole now. The armhole is 18. 18 divided by 2 will give us 9. But in this situation, it's giving me 8.5. What I will just do is just trim it off. Just trim it a little bit and remeasure. You can see it has already given me what I want. 18 divided by 2, 9. Then you take your measurement for the sleeve. You divide it by 2. Take your measurement for the sleeve. You divide it by 2. The round sleeve is 13. 13 divided by 2 will give you 6.5. So for the armhole is 18. You just divide it by 2 to give you 9. Then you connect and sew. Just connect and sew. When you sew, you are going to attach it to your armhole. You attach the sleeve to your armhole line. So you see, after sewing it, I connect the armhole. I connect it to the armhole. I connect the sleeve to the armhole. Always use pin. always work with pin, because when you work with pin, it will really give you the accurate of what you want. Always work with what? Always work with pin. It's very, very important. Always work with pin. Always work with pin. You see? So as you are sewing, you'll be drawing it, but draw it a little bit, not so much. As you are sewing, you'll be drawing it a little bit so that there will not be excess or any bulky. So you see, as you are sewing it, you sew it very well. You can see now this is the finished part. Though the dress is not for me, it's for my sister. The gown is for my sister. I'm very sure when she wore it, it will really come out on her body very well. So this was me fitting it. You can see the hole. You can see the shape of the hole. This is the back side. And this is the front.